So Joe talked about culture change within the organization. I'm just going to give you two examples of culture change, right? Everybody knows wearing a seatbelt was a culture change, right? That was a culture change. It took about three generations to accomplish, right? My parents never wore seatbelts. As a kid, I didn't wear a seatbelt. First time I wore a seatbelt was when I brought my first daughter home from the hospital. I was 19, so it took that long just to get me to wear one, right? So now it's the norm now, right? We take our kids home in car seats. They wear seatbelts from the time they're little. Now they wear them. It's probably about a 90% success rate, right? So that's an example of a culture change. Another one here in Santa Rosa, if you guys have been here long enough, when we first started, Pete Wood knows, maybe still when Bunch got here, we never wore masks on the roof. We'd wear our SCBA, we'd have our mask hanging there, we'd cut holes, we never put it on. We cut a bunch of holes with Mitch Holston, never wore a mask. Culture change hit when Chief Varner showed up. Chief Varner was never here hardly, but when he was here, he loved to go to fires. He'd show up in all his PPE with his hood up, and you could just see his red face and his helmet on. First fire he went to, he looked up on the roof, they were cutting holes with no masks. He got on the radio, why the fuck aren't you wearing your mask? Put your mask on. Stand it like nobody heard him. The next day an SN came out. You will wear a mask on the roof if you're cutting holes. So that was an immediate culture change within the organization, right? So we're not thinking this is going to be immediate, but we're hoping it's not 3 decades or 3 generations before we can get to a point where we're really serious about cancer awareness, cancer prevention, and where we're moving forward, right? So those are just a couple of culture change, and this is another one. All right, so the next thing we're going to go over is some discussions I've had with risk management over the last couple of months. If you get the packet out, you can kind of open it up to the ARC Wellness section, if you're interested. So I've been working with risk management to bring additional testing and cancer screening to Santa Rosa firefighters. It's been a long process. They've been gone through different directors and not enough people. So it took a few months even to get them to set a meeting with them. But I finally got them on board. Risk management is going to put $52,000 into additional screening and testing. So basically, it's a company called ARC Health and Wellness. So Kaiser does not do this. With the ultrasound, they'll check your thyroid, your carotid arteries, pancreas, liver, gallbladder, spleen, and kidney. So this is the additional testing that we would be getting above and beyond what Kaiser offers through this. You get them to come out and do it for us. You also have the optional pelvic ultrasound for females, prostate for males, testicular check, and all that's all optional. If you want to do that, it's all included as well. Talking to the company, they are finding cancers or tumors on firefighters that they would have never known they had. So if you're interested and you want to be checked, like I said, we need to get 48 people on board with this. The next update is that I have is through the Fire Foundation. As you know, there's 2 fire foundations, right? The Santa Rosa Fire Department Foundation and the Santa Rosa Firefighters Foundation. This is the Santa Rosa Fire Department Fire Foundation. They had a meeting 2 days ago, and they had 3 things they were voting on, not voting on. They had 3 things they were going to talk about and then vote next month. So 2 of the things were putting $50,000 towards PPE extractors for the stations. It's looking very positive. I talked to Jenny Lynn Holmes yesterday. I also talked to Mike McCallum yesterday, and they're pretty much on board. This is I can almost say that this is going to happen. They do need just a little bit more information of why we want them. So Sam Hull is going to get in contact with them. We're going to have a Zoom meeting either in a couple of weeks with Corey, Sam Hull, myself, and they just wanted just a little bit more information about what they're for, why we need them. We're also going to work with facilities for the $20,000 for the installation cost. So that's pretty good. So we'll have this. I think we can get up to 5 additional PPE extractors. So we'll have 7 in the department instead of 2, which is great because you don't have to travel 2 or 3 districts over to get your stuff washed and cleaned. The other off-topic one, they also talked about Johnny Mew put in a proposal for a new drone. It's about $7,500. that's looking very positive. I think they're going to vote yes on that next month. So those are two good things coming out from the foundation.